This section covers the basics of chemical handling. Team members who are involved in this will get specific training that goes into much more detail. It is important that everyone have a baseline understanding on how to keep yourself safe around chemicals. Talking of covering, this slide is great as a cover slide. This plan conforms to globally harmonized system of classification and labeling of chemicals, GHS. Jenfab shall ensure that all applicable chemical hazard information is communicated to affected employees. The company recognizes that its employees have the right and need to know the properties and potential safety and health concerns of chemical substances. When a new chemical is ordered by a customer, it is added to the SDS sheet system immediately. The storage area for that chemical is determined for both pre- and post-use. SDS sheets are printed and attached to the machine. The signal words danger or warning are taped to the side of the machine a chemical will be used in along with the appropriate pictograms. A pictogram is a symbol plus other graphic elements, such as a border, background pattern, or color that conveys specific information about the dangers of a chemical. Each pictogram consists of a different symbol on a white background within a red square frame set on a point or a red diamond. There are 9 pictograms under the global harmonized system. However, only 8 pictograms are required by OSHA. When chemicals are drained into disposal tanks, the signal word and pictograms are added to the outside of the tank along with the SDS sheet. Supervisors must ensure all containers are properly labeled. Appropriate SDS are obtained and locally available. Ensures that a local chemical list is organized, current, and available to all employees. Purchases only approved chemicals. Forwards SDS to HS and E personnel for addition to the corporate SDS repository and chemical list. Employees' responsibilities include notify supervision of unlabeled chemicals, reads and understand the manufacturer's usage guidelines and SDS for chemicals being used, properly wears prescribed PPE, does not remove or deface labels, seeks supervisor assistance for any uncertainty about a chemical. If we need to store totes or drums inside the facility, we need to make sure they are put on the spill containment pallets so we do not have a potential harmful release if a tote is punctured or leaks. The material safety data sheets contain all the necessary information to understand the specific hazards of a particular chemical. They are often called SDS. An organized list of all known hazardous chemicals is retained in the office. All SDS safety data sheets are stored digitally on the SDS drive on the server. Containers and chemicals shall be properly labeled. Managers or their designates shall ensure that containers of chemicals are properly labeled when received. When the manufacturer does not provide a label, the following information shall be provided on a local label. 1. Product identifier. 2. Signal word. 3. Hazard statement S. 4. Pictogram S. 5. Precautionary statement S. Name, address, and telephone number of the chemical manufacturer, importer, or other responsibility. Company employees are not required to label portable chemical containers when the contents are transferred from labeled containers and are immediately used. Labels shall be legible, in English, and prominently displayed on each container. Read all label warnings and instructions. Follow instructions for quantity. More does not mean better. Minimize contact with chemicals. Use double-layer cloths or gloves to protect your skin and keep your face clear of the area to reduce inhalation. Always wash your hands after handling chemicals. A list of required PPE found on the SDS is typed up and taped to the machine a chemical is to be used in. All employees working around a machine or tank must comply with all PPE requirements listed on the SDS. Examples: goggles, chem-proof gloves. Please note that there are different types of gloves. You need to use the right glove for the job. Aprons, respirators, chem suits. If a chemical enters your IS, immediately hold open the injured IS and rinse it / them with clean, cool water for 15 minutes. Then be sure to report the injury immediately. Any questions or concerns regarding chemicals should be reported to your supervisor or safety specialist. We have covered some basic information that you all need to know as you will be around chemicals in the shop. As we mentioned at the beginning, we will do more in-depth training for those working with chemicals routinely. If you are unsure or have doubts, stop and ask your supervisor to clarify for you.